Previous episode, we made good way on our passage from Sardinia over to Sicily. But because of less winds than forecasted, the trip took longer than expected. Now after being stuck at sea for 2 days only to come halfway, the winds had finally picked up, and we were now facing it on our nose, which made for some more uncomfortable sailing. I'm Marius, a 21-year-old captain of sailing vessel Tranquility, an old aluminium sailboat which I just bought with the intention of sailing it around the Med before heading back home to Norway. In Norway, the boat will undergo major changes, one of which will be rebuilding the entire interior of the boat from scratch, filling it with cozy interior, insulation and a wood-fired stove. Join me and all the crew if you want to see what life is like sailing the Med on a tight budget.
Can't get it on, man. And then I just hold it?
Hold it for 5 seconds and then let go. And if it don't work then it's just in a bad mood.
And I let go?
Yeah, and then it might still stop working after a time, but that's also just bad mood. That just sometimes happen. But right now it's behaving.
And then I can turn the gas back on?
Yeah, but you increase the chance of it being bad.
we need more gas.
Try.
Come on, do this for me.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh no, it's turned off. Okay. Maybe I'll just leave it for a second.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can just put it on.
Gonna go out?
Wait, what?
It went out.
That's the bad behavior I was talking about.
Maybe this one is better.
Yeah, that one is just as hard to get on, but it don't behave bad. It always keeps on when you got it on.
Rough conditions.
What?
Rough conditions.
Just lack of sleep. 35 degrees, I told you guys.
Yeah.
Even after you get to go swimming, it'll feel so nice.
Maybe we do it tomorrow morning.
That's true, when it's cold early.
When it's cold in the morning.
Yeah.
Today is supposed to be 35 degrees?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be so hot.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Swedish ski.
The Swedish ski. There's like nothing. Like that. I don't know if this
Tiny little village.
It's a view, but it's.
Hey.
Look who's here.
How long did you row, Carl?
2 hours.
Did you go all the way on the beach over there?
All the way down there. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's still like it's so rocky.
Alright, so I was out of footage yesterday when we finished the passage. It was 12 hours of dead calm. It was super depressing, but then it picked up really to like we were in a really like light gale in the hardest, and we had the third reef in the main, and we had barely any head sail up, and we were going like 5 knots all day. So we did 2/3 of the distance in 12 hours, and we used 2.5 days to get there. So it was pretty nice that gale came, or it was mostly a strong breeze. And when we were getting in here to this beautiful bay, I'll show you. It's really nice here. And really it's way more wind out there, but we have this mountain that's covering the wind, and it's so nice water. can just see the bottom. It's about 8 meters here. It's just crystal blue. So everyone else is heading into town. I wish I could join, but I have other things to do. Because when we were getting in here, we actually sailed in, and then we had to anchor while sailing. We anchored and then let the wind set the anchor. Because we were starting the motor, and we motored for about 15 minutes, and then I heard the motor making like, and it just kept becoming louder and louder. In the start I couldn't hear it, but then I heard like a really high-pitched noise from below, and I put the engine in free and opened up, and what I could see from the engine was I immediately felt a shock of heat, and then I could just see from here, somewhere here, there was just steam flying. So the sound I heard was steam escaping the engine.
Jessica!
Diego's trying to get land contact for 2 kilometers away.
Just text her. No, she cannot hear.
Jessica! Jessica!
So I turned off the engine, and we sailed in here. So now it don't seem like anything is damaged with the engine, but what I see is there is no water coming out of the boat, like from the, you have salt water going through the motor and out again, and there is no water coming out. I turned it on after it's cooled down a little, and it still works fine, but it's clearly been overheated, but no damage. So I have to figure out why the salt water is clogged. So I'm first gonna check the salt water filter. Hopefully that's it, but if not, it might be the impeller that has been destroyed, or something in the heat changer that needs to be cleaned. So I'll take a look at that, but first I'm gonna nap while the other people are in the store and whatever, and yeah, that's my mission for today. So I just started to investigate by opening, because the seawater comes in here through a filter and down again. So it's just, okay, because it's clogged, I'm gonna start with that, because that's the easiest to solve. And there is not supposed to be filled with seaweed. Oops. So that's a really easy problem to solve, because I just take this one out. But it don't make so much sense, because it should still be able to flow out, and this seaweed I recognize, it's from when we were aground. So I don't think this seaweed has done it alone, but I'm gonna try to change this, or throw this in the ocean and clean it, and then I'm gonna try to run it again and see if there comes water. Because the second thing to check is it goes from this sea filter through this impeller, which is a rubber propeller, you can think of it, which pumps the seawater, and those might break. We changed it this summer, so it's really weird for a new one. It's really weird if it's broken, but what will happen then is that it will become pieces. It will no longer pump, and it will be it will go to the heat exchanger, and I think, oh, let's just hope that's not the case, because I don't know where the heat exchanger on this motor is. Yeah, but I'm really happy I saw that seaweed now, because maybe that's the problem. Okay, I cleaned it, so let's hope for the best. There is nothing. So here is the new impeller that I had used, and here's the old one, and the old one is still going strong. It's just air. Okay guys, I'm going to bite the bullet and clean the heat exchanger. This always makes me reinforce the wish that I just had an electric motor, because there is always problems with the diesel engine all the time. An electric motor, it's no maintenance, no nothing, and I'm only motoring 3 hours a week. I don't like, it's just stupid much maintenance. So to clean the heat exchanger, I'm gonna show you. The heat exchanger is right behind the alternator. So to clean that, I will first have to loosen the battery bolts to this so that I don't short circuit anything. So I'll have to take out all of the mattress and all of the sound insulation and all of the boards, and I have to screw up that. Unscrew, sorry. In Norway we just say screw up directly translated, so I always do that. And then I have to remove, take out the newly installed alternator, and I might even have to take off all the cables, and then I get to the heat exchanger, and before I can take that out I have to drain all the coolant. I don't want to do this, but I need a working engine. Boat life. I'm not going to miss having a diesel engine the day I upgrade to an electric. Luckily I'm a professional alternator switcher now after putting this thing back and forth like 100 times when I installed it. Hey! There's no wind, you're doing fine. It just takes a really long time.
Frickles.
What?
Frickles.
Prickles?
I think so. So what's going on?
Trying to change or unclog the coolant, saltwater coolant, and I just lost this in the oil, so now I'm just drying off everything. Okay guys, I got out the heat exchanger and it looks pretty dirty. So now I'm gonna wash it with fresh water, and yeah, as you can see, it's pretty dirty, pretty rusty, and in there probably wipe that as well. I drain the coolant and it's like halved away, so it's not any more left, or a lot of it disappeared, so I'm gonna refill the coolant as well. It's a lot of work on this diesel engine, sadly.
It's underneath the boat almost.
Okay.
So today we're doing a hike, and our dinghy sank on the way in here the second time, and I got a bad cut when falling into the rocks, but that's life. Carl also had a swim.
Wow.
How was the water?
Fresh.
Oh.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll. I hate the sharpest doing the shit.
So maybe I think this is the place where they have the restaurant.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
which is
for
like
sure.
over here.
Maybe we can just chill there.
It's a nice
So
walk.
it's kind of the
cave.
longer way.
The bridge!
Wow. I don't think the camera's gonna be able to capture it. Wow.
Oh, there's somebody sleeping in here. Be careful.
Wow.
So cool.
We ran, I don't know why. Just ran uphill 50 meters. Oh no, it's so warm. It's getting so warm. Oh, my glasses is all foggy now.
This is a story of how they discovered it. This is.
It's really good.
If it guesses it every time, then how does it only get it right 80% of the time?
Like sometimes it doesn't get like
We are so hot right now. And we just keep climbing uphill. We're soon on the other side though, where it's like 33, 34 degrees. Right here it's a breeze, but usually not. And the sun is just boiling us. Oh, I just have sunscreen everywhere. Woo. And I got some in my eyes.
Backflip, right?
backflip.
We just found this weird looking thing.
You should get the fishing rod. Wait, this one. You ready?
Oh, that's not deep at all, I think.
You don't think? It's like
I feel
still
like
bubbles. Wow. You waited? I want a picture without. Marius. What? You waited just a second. I just want a picture without.
really where you can anchor or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
It's beautiful.
Yeah, all of us, but your butt is really dirty.
One.
Yeah.
You had to leave.
Are you looking at my butt?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I mean,
Hey, do you have some water?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't tell me.
You want some?
I should have let you drown, Carl.
I think you have to like swing to the right, but you have to kind of commit, so it's kind of scary.
I don't think I can commit to that.
No, but I think that's the safest. Oh, that looks hurtful.
Diego, can you take a photo of me?
Kopipi Island.
Back up.
Kind of makes me think of that film.
Where's Carl?
The description you just
He was
gave.
resting a bit.
Go back a little
Took
bit.
a nap.
This is Tranquility, and this is us. And we arrived in Sicily and we went on land. And when we came back, the paddles were gone. How's it called?
Yeah, paddles.
Paddles, yeah.
Oars or whatever.
The oars.
They stole it.
So someone stole it and left the boat.
Now we have to swim to the boat.
There was quite a suspicious man waiting next to the boat, calling a friend, so we don't know what that was about, but now the crew is dragging the boat back to Tranquility.
I'm coming! When we arrived back from that long walk and someone had stolen our paddles, I was pretty pissed to be honest. Honestly, who steals a set of paddles? Anyways, the engine is still not working, but we are now looking to sail to the next bay to find a place with a boat store to get some parts. Anyways, see you in the next one.